Hello there, welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be watching House of Dragon, or House of the Dragon, Season 2, Episode 1. Looking forward to this. I hope it's a good season. I've been enjoying this show so far. It's had a couple ups and downs, but I'd say overall, it's definitely worth a watch if you've not seen it. Definitely would recommend it. Definitely think it's worth your time. It's hard because I compare it to Game of Thrones a lot. And it's a different show. It's not Game of Thrones. There's a lot of major differences. Obviously, the characters, the timeline. It's still in that kind of series-ish area because it's 200 years before Game of Thrones. Probably a little less than that now. But I'm really liking the characters, and even though they did a character swap halfway through season 1. With some of them, I'm starting to like the new characters as well. The new actors and actresses. I think they're doing a good job. So yeah, I'm excited to see what season 2 brings. I hope there's a season 3 as well. I haven't looked up any of that stuff because I don't want to see spoilers. So I'm not really sure how long this show is planning to go on for or what's going on with that. But yeah, here we are. Let's get started. House of Dragon season 2, episode 1. Here we go. I kind of like the new intro. It's creative. Same song though, which I'm happy for. It's something about this song that just puts you in the right mood for Game of Thrones, or in this case, House of the Dragon.
Winter is coming.
Coming? What is this then that falls from the skies and shivers my bones?
This is only a late summer snow, my prince. In winter it will cover all you see, and all memories of warmth will be forgotten.
Viserys, and to his rightful heir.
Starks do not forget their oaths, my prince. But you must know that my gaze is forever torn between north and south.
So we're bringing in the Starks. Yeah, we haven't really seen much of the Starks in this show. So yeah, this is interesting. Here they are at the wall. It's pretty cool to see the wall again and everything, and hear the storyline of, the importance of going to the wall and serving the wall. Well, not serving the wall, but serving the realm, by working at the wall. Cool stuff. Cool stuff. I mean, we know that winter's not coming, at least not the worst of it, not till later. I mean, I'm sure they had some bad winters here and there. I don't remember the time frame as when the winters were, but I'm referring to the White Walkers. Obviously, they don't come till much later.
My father brought King Jaehaerys and Queen Alysanne to see the wall. His grace stood.
Also, he's grown up quite a bit. How many years, I wonder, has it been? I feel like he looks quite a bit older than he did in last season, but I mean, I could be wrong. Trying to get the support of the Starks for the war against Hightowers, so it'll be interesting.
The mother grieves as the queen shirks her duties.
It was a raven that brought me news of Laena's death. I existed for weeks in torment, refusing to believe what I'd been told. It was only when I saw my daughter's mortal remains that I could begin to mourn her. A raven has told Rhaenyra that her son is dead. She needs to know it for certain.
She was a fool to go alone. What if Aemond were to happen upon her?
Then I would pity Aemond. The Queen was wise to recuse herself. She's not acted on the vengeful impulse that others might have.
If you'd have acted when you had the chance, Aegon's line would be extinguished. And Luke would be alive.
He's not wrong. Daemon's not wrong. I think that's a little harsh to put that on her, but I mean, he's speaking the truth. She could have taken out all the high towers just right there. But instead, Rhaenyra's son is dead now. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, 2 dragons against that massive dragon. I mean, they might be able to take it out, but I just don't know. I just don't know if that's the right plan. I agree they should probably wait for Rhaenyra's orders, but she is busy grieving, so who knows? I mean, she could be grieving for a long time. So I kind of see both sides. I kind of understand why Daemon's like, "Come on, let's go take care of this problem, a son for a son." But there you have it.
The rats.
The Queen is an enduring mystery, is she not?
Where are the rats? Is she hallucinating them, or they're actually there and they're just in hiding? Because I didn't see any rats. But I could have missed them. He's got rats, so there must be rats all over the kingdom, I guess. I don't know. I mean, there's a couple of rats, the high towers.
Right.
A pony ride. Wouldn't that be fun, Jaehaerys? Should the Master of Coin be your royal steed?
Your Grace, there are important matters to discuss, despite Sir Tyland's interruptions.
Very well. No time for amusements, Tyland.
Your Grace.
Off you go, Jaehaerys.
He was gonna give him a pony ride? Man. Like, that's a little too much. Come on. The Master of Coin giving the guy a pony ride.
And what of them?
They no longer breathe our air. I've chosen your new staff personally.
Of course he has. Of course he has. Anything he can do to be in charge himself. I don't know. I mean, is he really just trying to serve Alicent, or is he have his own priorities, you know? I don't know. I feel like he might be trying to be self-serving to some extent, too.
Perhaps we could just return his sheep. He came all this way.
If you return one herd of sheep, Your Grace, you'll soon find them all at the foot of your throne expecting the same.
They won't know.
When the king speaks, Your Grace, all hear it.
After further thought, I have decided that I cannot restore your sheep. If war were to break out, my dragons will require feed. Bring the next.
Wow. Now you see who's really ruling the kingdom. Granted, he is very new, so he definitely would need some guidance. It's not necessarily just Hightower that's guiding him. Obviously, his mother is, and other folks as well. This guy, for example. Yeah, shame.
Salts always run scarce on the road to winter, Your Grace. We rely on ships from Essos for our supply. But now, with a blockade in place and war threatening...
That treasonous blockade won't last long. I plan to send Vhagar to burn it to ash. Bring the next.
He controlled your father the same way. Viserys had a certain reputation as being pliable.
I am aware.
I would think, as we find ourselves standing within a hair's breadth of war, that you, would wish to be viewed differently.
How?
Otto Hightower was your father's hand, Your Grace.
Oh, snap. I know what he's asking. He wants to be the hand of the king. Interesting. Well, I don't know. I mean, that's creepy because of who he is, but the king is very young. I could see him making rash decisions. I don't necessarily think that his grandfather is the best influence on him by any means, but I don't think this guy would be much better. In fact, he'd probably be worse. But, yeah, very fascinating.
No.
You know, their conversation makes you wonder who's really in charge, you know? Who's really the king in this scenario? Is it the hand? Is it the mother? Is it the king? I don't know. He seems to want just to goof off and play around. He doesn't really seem to want to take it seriously, so I don't know.
I want Aemond Targaryen.
So it's interesting that they have this dramatic music when clearly she wants Aemon Targaryen. Like, who else would she want to go after? Like, I don't know what I was supposed to think was going to happen, but of course she'd want revenge on him. I mean, he killed her son. So I don't understand the the dramatic music, like I'm supposed to be surprised or something. It's good music, but it just doesn't necessarily seem fitting because it's not a shock. It's not a surprise by any means.
I'm told you bear a mislike for the Hightowers.
Fuck the Hightowers.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Short and sweet, straight to the point. I hear you dislike the Hightowers. Fuck the Hightowers. Yup. Yup.
You're to find and slay the Prince Aemon Targaryen. He has silver hair and one eye. Should be easy enough to find. But I understand that he's quite good in a fight. You want to take caution. It's one half. If we get the other one, it's done.
All right. What if we can't find him?
We've waited.
It is not your mother's fault.
She holds love for our enemy. That makes her a fool.
Imagine talking that way about your own mother. I mean, he's still young too. Like, why does he not have any faith in her? I mean, they could have gone with Hightower's, decision to kill Rhaenyra right off the bat. Alicent didn't want to do that, so I guess that's why he's blaming her. But then he really escalated things. by killing Rhaenyra's son, one of her sons. You know, I realized because I was there, you know, it wasn't like he purposely did it. You know, he just wanted his eye. He wasn't trying to kill him. He was just trying to maim him. You know, in the moment, I don't think he tried purposely to kill him. His dragon just got mad. So he didn't have any control over his dragon. But a dragon that size, I can't blame him for not being able to control him.
Some of which you can't yet see. I promise you, Aemon.
Can you not see them because he only has one eye? Sorry.
We get upstairs.
The royals live up there.
Right.
Well, it's off limits, it is. Different group of rat catchers work the upstairs.
If we're to kill a royal fucking prince, where do you think we're gonna find him?
I got you in the castle. I thought the rest was your bit.
I could end you right here. Take the rest of the gold myself.
I know my way upstairs. I just don't know my way around.
Show me.
Fuck off!
Oh, that was mean. What'd the dog do? Jeez. Unnecessary.
Who the fuck is she?
She's the queen, she is.
A son for a son, he said. Or does she look like a fucking son to you?
Over there. We need to get our head and get out. They both look the same. Which one's a boy?
Maybe that one.
We'll look for a cock.
The mother knows.
Do anything but what I ask.
Wow. All right. Well, I know they said a son for a son, but I thought I thought they were going after somebody else, the one-eyed guy. I mean, that's who they were sent to. So I don't know why they're grabbing one of these youngsters. But I guess it's if that's all they can find. But that's not who they're even asked to go after. Okay.
It's the other one. She's not going to give up the king's heir that easy.
No. She's telling true.
Hold him down.
Thought they were only going to do it once. But there they go again. I mean, is she going to be so shocked she won't be able to say what's happened? I mean, is Daemon going to be pleased with the head that they bring him, even though it's not the one he was looking for? I don't know. I think they should still get paid.
They killed the boy.
Oh, all right. Quick ending. Well, there you have it. A son for a son. Episode 1. Way to start the show. Heck yeah. Kind of brutal. Murdering little children, but, you know, there you have it. I am going to watch the behind the scenes. If there's anything I should put in, I'll put it in. I want to skip ahead because I think this is good. or maybe right here. I don't want to see next week's episode yet. So yeah, I'll watch that. If there's anything I react to, I'll put it in. Otherwise, I'll edit this down. I'll see you here in a little bit. All right, you've made to the end of today's video. Appreciate you watching. I did have a couple notes that I wrote down during the filming or during the editing of this video. I'm glad I still edit my own videos. As much as it would be nice to be able to have an editor and be able to pump the videos out even quicker, the fact that I rewatched the episode really helps me as far as picking up on some things. So I did write down that I didn't know why I thought it had been years at the start of the episode. I think I got so accustomed in the first season to how rapid the show progressed, be it 6 months, a couple years, and so forth. And so I just had the impression that it had been a long time, when in reality, the prince hadn't even found out his brother died. Finding out that Rhaenyra's son had died, and he was at the wall recruiting, which is where he was supposed to be. So it wasn't necessarily a large jump in time. Of course, it probably had been days or so, just due to the fact that the Raven is only going to move so quickly. Also, towards the end of the episode, when Daemon was talking to the Ratcatcher, and the Ratcatcher said, "All right, but what if we can't find him?" And then there was a silence, and it shows Daemon's face. And we got no response from Daemon. But what I was thinking is was that Daemon then telling them to kill the king's son? I don't think, rewatching it, I don't think they came to that decision on their own. They seemed fine with doing it and didn't seem to have any second thoughts about killing the little king, well, the little heir to the king. And so perhaps that was what was discussed with Daemon ahead of time, and just they didn't show it to us to give us that kind of surprise ending, if you will, at the end, because we didn't expect it. At least I didn't expect it. Once they were in the room and they were trying to figure out which one the boy was, like, obviously at that point, I knew that's what they were going to do. But up to that point, I was just under the impression they were looking for the one-eyed prince. That's what I was under the impression. But when they couldn't find him, they found the next best thing. And I'm sure Daemon knew that's what they were going to do. I mean, because there's no way that they would return to Daemon with a different head without Daemon's knowledge. They didn't want to kill the queen. They could have killed her, right? But it wasn't the queen they wanted. It was a son for a son. So, and that was the title of the episode as well. But yeah, I thought it was a really good season opener. I really enjoyed that. Kind of the back and forth I had a little bit with Yuenen, not back and forth like arguments, but just the comments she left, kind of discussing what I said in the last episode. I appreciate what she's saying, and I'd have to reread the comment to get the full gist of it. But basically, not every episode has to be a season finale. And in fact, not all season finales have to be a season finale. It can still be a good and well done episode without some massive twist or ending. I think with Game of Thrones, it's kind of trained me to always expect the unexpected. Well, not even that, because I'm still surprised by stuff, but I'm always expecting some massive plot twist at the end of every episode. And I think it's fair to say that it doesn't need to have that. Because also, Season 1, Episode 9, the ending, the dragon coming out during the ceremony, it was kind of a twist, but you could also kind of see it coming, right? But that to me was really well done and fun to watch, and so it's just, it doesn't always have to be a twist ending or a surprise and to make it still be a good show. So yeah, I mean, overall, I give this show high ratings. I don't know exactly what I'd rate it, out of 10. Definitely an 8 or 9 at the least, it's not a perfect 10. But I'd say it's really good. I really enjoy it. So hopefully you guys are enjoying it too. I know these videos don't get as many views, but I'm still having a good time out of it, and I feel like I'm getting entertainment value. So even if nobody watches the videos, I'm still going to enjoy it. I'm still having fun. Just like Game of Thrones, this is a series that I would definitely finish on my own. Even if I wasn't filming it, I would continue to watch this series and follow it as it progressed. And so I think that to me alone shows it's good and worth doing. The fact is, pretty much with all my videos, for the most part, I'm usually watching either a show that I enjoy on my own, or I'm listening to music that I listen to on my own outside of recording. And like this show is the same. I would watch this show on my own, and then with my RuneScape playing, I play RuneScape on my own. I don't have to record everything, and I still have a good time. So that makes being a YouTuber easy in that aspect, because it's just basically filming stuff I'd be doing on the daily anyways. You know what I mean? So it just makes it fun, and it's a fun hobby to have. But anyways, rambled on long enough. I hope you guys are enjoying the show. Feel free to leave any comments you have. No spoilers, please, of course, but feel free to leave any comments about this particular episode or any of the ones in the past. And we'll look forward to finishing Season 2. So, yeah, I'll see you guys again next week, and hope you're all having a wonderful year. Thanks for watching. Bye!